best way you can with that emotion. Just because you're angry doesn't mean you need to start punching holes in the wall. You can use that anger, you analyze and you figure out why you're angry and then act accordingly. I think that's a component of stoicism.
Yeah, you redirect it. Every emotion, and it's like one thing I've noticed about very high functioning winners in general is they flip all the emotions on their head. So like when they're supposed to be, when everyone wants you to cry, you're laughing. When everyone wants you to be laughing, you're crying. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like everyone's rooting for you at the free throw line to miss the free throw, but you still make it. Mm-hmm. I think that's a big part of it, is like flipping emotions on their head and doing the opposite. When everyone's telling you you're supposed to be depressed and sad and how can you keep going forward, you're just always able to kind of harness those emotions and figure out a way to keep progressing.
So how do you define ego? Because in Islam they tell you to not operate based on your ego a lot. I hear this in the I would say like the people that speak about the masculine imperative, they talk about like using pride and using ego. I'm not even like sure how you could correctly define ego. What is that? Is that the voice in your head? Does that come from a place of pride? How do you define ego?
Yeah, it's the voice in your head for sure. It's the voice in your head, and that's why the best of the best in any endeavor really learn how to not listen to the voice in your head, but instruct the voice in your head. There's a huge difference. Most people listen to themselves all day. And that's a very bad way to go through life, because that voice 100%, if you're a listener and you succumb to it, you're going to not have clarity. The best of the best, they self-talk. They talk themselves through actively and create the voice in their head that instructs them forward. You know what I mean? It's the difference between self-talk and just listening. Like, I'm a self-talker. If I'm in a tough situation or I need to figure something out, I will coach myself and walk myself through the process instead of just letting the random, panicky, natural voice in my head kind of tell me to recoil and step backwards. So self-talk is the far more beneficial solution. You have experience with that?
Yeah, I think I have self-talk now. I used to have a voice in my head that was like competing. I had two voices competing in my head.